What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode. Today I'm making things a little bit easier on myself. I picked up one of these wildlife deer feeders. It can hold up to 270 pounds and can go for up to 1 to 6 times per day. This thing's gonna make my life a lot easier out here on the farm. If I happen to go out of town, take a vacation, whatever, this thing can self-feed all my animals while I'm gone. So it can hold up to 270 pounds. Like I said, it takes about 15 minutes or so to set up. It took me about 30 because I didn't read the instructions. But this thing's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna show you the setup real quick over here that I have. I'm gonna fill it up and we're gonna see if the animals like it. So what I like about this feeder is it holds corn and it also holds pellets. So it'll be enough to feed everybody on the farm. I'm gonna go ahead and put a big scoop of the pellets in here and a whole bag of corn. I'm gonna flip it on. It should go for about 10 seconds. I'm kind of curious to see how far out it spreads the food, and I'm curious to see if the animals like it. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill it up and we'll see what happens. Just a bucket full of the sweet beans. And then this corn, it's a 30-pound bag of corn. People always tell me stuff because I use a knife to cut it up instead of using the drawstring, but it is what it is. This ain't sketchy at all. That maybe filled it up to about right here. That shows how much food this thing can hold. Just close the top on it. This corn is actually it's an apple flavor. It smells really good. It smells like apples. All right, so I'm gonna switch this over. This comes down. This is where it has the timer and stuff. I have a battery that I'd buy separately, but I'm gonna go ahead and turn it on. I'm gonna do a test run for 10 seconds. So here in a second, it's gonna go off. So it works out perfect. It shoots a big circle of the corn and sweet feed everywhere, enough for the ghost to have a nice snack, then go and free range the entire yard while I'm gone. I'm gonna go ahead and set it off one more time. I'm sure it's gonna scare them off, but they'll come right back. So they're gonna get trained to that noise. Anytime they hear that, they're gonna know that it's food. So anytime they're out free ranging, they hear that, they're gonna come running and they know they're gonna have a nice snack. Pretty impressed with this. This was a deer feeder from Walmart. I paid $99 for it. It took me about 30 minutes to put it together. I didn't want to put that on film because I'm not the best at building things. I didn't want to look like an idiot, but this thing is pretty nice. It does not come with the battery. You have to buy it separately. It was $10 for a 6-volt battery. You can, like I said, you can have it go off 6 times a day or up to 6 times a day. I'll probably have it go off twice a day, once in the morning, once in the evening. You can set the time on it and everything. I'm pretty impressed with it. It, like I said, it can hold up to about 270 pounds, which I don't think I'm ever going to fill it to the top, but I'll probably end up filling about 3/4 of the way, maybe 3 or 4 bags of those little corn and 1 bag of sweet feed mixed in with it. So I'm pretty impressed with it. They seem to like it, so that's all that matters. So here's the control panel. It's pretty easy to use. Just hit program. It already has the time set. It's 1:49 in the afternoon. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna press up. It's gonna be this where you can adjust the clock. Press up again. Here's the amount of times you can set the feeder. So I have it set for 7 a.m. every single day. It's gonna have the fan going. The second time it's gonna go off is at 5 p.m. in the afternoon. So it's gonna be in the morning and afternoon. Like I said, you can set it up to 6 times. I'm only gonna do it twice a day, so I have the other 3, 4, 5, and 6 all on the off mode. So once again, it's pretty easy to set up. 1:50 in the afternoon, and it says it's ready to go. So at 5 p.m. tonight, it's gonna go off for 10 seconds, and then at 7 a.m. in the morning, it's gonna go off for 10 seconds. So it's a pretty easy way to be able to feed your animals without having to do anything. All right, guys, I'm gonna add in another 30 pounds of corn and another big scoop of sweet feed, and that'll last them for at least a good, I don't know, week and a half, 2 weeks or so. Like I said, they do get to free range the entire yard, so this is just a nice little snack for them. And I know some people are probably going to say that whole corn's not the best for goats. This is just a snack. They're not going to sit there and just gorge themselves to death. It spits it out evenly, a little bit at a time, so it'll be just enough for them to get a nice little snack in. I have about 70 pounds of feed in here, and it's sitting at about right here. That just shows you how much this can hold. And if I filled this thing up, I could be gone for a couple of weeks. They could free range, they'd be perfectly fine. Just close the lid up. Good to go. Alright guys, so once again, you can get this deer feeder at Walmart for $99. It's just back in the hunting section. Batteries are not included. It's a 6-volt battery, an extra $10. So for $110, you can have yourself a nice little deer feeder. On to the next project. Alright, so for my next project, I'm going to enclose part of this turkey pen. I'm gonna close from the door here to the side, this whole side, and the same on the back side. So it'll have at least this whole section enclosed so it'll keep the mom and the babies nice and warm. Unfortunately, when I came out here this morning, I only found 2 of the babies. I have no idea where the other one went. I don't know if it's alive or not, but if it is, I hope it comes back. If not, it's a part of the homesteading life. But I still have the mom and the 2 babies here, so I'm gonna try to take care of them as much as possible. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut up some boards, screw them in here, put some new straw down, give them some fresh water, some fresh food, and they should be good to go. No, I'm not a carpenter by any means, so none of my cuts are perfect. As long as it blocks the wind and the rain, that's all I care about. Alright guys, like I said, it's nothing fancy at all. Just enough to cover the 3 sides, block some of the wind and block some of the rain. What I'm gonna do now is put a bunch of straw down over there for her to be able to nest in, have the babies keep warm, and then I'm gonna change out their water and their feed over here. All right, guys, so they got fresh straw and water and feed. Mama looks pretty happy. She has this section over here she can nest in. You can see the little babies down there. I think she's gonna stay nice and warm now. What do you think, Mom? Make yourself a little nest back there. Your little babies look happy. All this fresh straw. Oh yeah, stay nice and warm. And her babies can get up under that little cabinet back there if they need to as well. Guys, check that out. The baby's riding the mom. It's just sitting on her back. How funny is that? What are you doing up there, little chirp chirp? Huh? Your mom's like, there's no free rides around here. What are you doing? Just standing on mom's back? Oh, she dropped you off. What'd you guys think of that? The little baby riding its mom. You never know what you're gonna see out here. That's why I always try to have my camera on me, and I was getting ready to fill up my pond, and I look over and I was like, is that baby standing on top of its mom? But I thought that was awesome. I'm glad I was able to capture it. On to the next project. I'm gonna fill up my pond. I have a solar pump and the top of the pump fell off, so I had to change out of my overalls, put on some water boots. I'm gonna show you how hard it is to walk through mud in water boots with a prosthetic leg, because it is a chore. So I'm gonna put you guys down. I'm gonna fix my solar panel. I'm gonna dig a hole for a pole. I'm gonna mount it and we should be good to go. Oh. This should be fun. You just sink right in. And I have to hold on to my leg because I feel if I pull, it's gonna pull my leg right off, and I'm not even exaggerating. This mud is very, very thick. Whoa. There we go. This is my good leg. That wasn't as bad as I thought, but I am filling it up right now. I have my solar panel here. Got this on Amazon. I think it was $70. It has a little pump back here. It's not the most sunny day today, so once the clouds go away, you'll be able to see, but you can see it's trying to push the water up. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a pole in the ground. I'm gonna mount this to it and face it towards the barn because I have the sun rising over this way and it sets this way. So if I point it towards the barn, it'll have sun for about 3/4 of the day. So I had some leftover fence post. I'm gonna use this as my pole to hold the solar panel up. Just gonna stick it right here. I'm gonna dig a hole, I don't know, maybe about a foot or so deep, and I'm gonna mount it to this pole. Very easy to dig right now. We had some rain recently. There's a lot of clay out here. All right, that should be good. That'll work perfect. I'm not going to cement it in or anything. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just enough to hold that little solar panel up. I normally have it sitting over here on this little berm, but the goats like to run around, jump on it, and knock it down, so I've been needing to do this for a while. I'll straighten it out in a second. Alright, so all I did was just cut a little piece of leftover wood from the project earlier. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have it just stick it right on the post here, something simple. You can see it's starting to get sunny. It faces the sun. There's the fountain, it's starting to come out. So what I'm going to do is, this has a little lip on the back. All I'm going to do is sit it straight on top of that wood. Simple. There you go. Finally have this off the ground where the goats can't mess with it. It's facing the barn like I wanted it to. It's in there pretty good, so it can withstand a little bit of wind, but it's going to catch the sun from over here and power my fountain. See, I'm standing in front of it. And there it goes. So I'm going to go ahead and finish filling up the pond, and we'll check back in a second. Alright guys, what'd you think of my new turkey setup, my new deer feeder, and my new pond setup? It's been a long day, a lot of work. I think it's time for me to kick back and relax. I'm gonna go hang out in my man cave. I may cook up a turkey if he keeps talking while I'm trying to film. I'm gonna start a fire, catch up on some YouTube, and relax. So let's go head over there and let's start a fire.
With the kids and stuff. So, but before I do that, I'm fixing to head out and go hunting and see if I can get me a deer this evening before that.
Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. It's been a long day, did a lot of work. What did you guys think of that deer feeder? That idea of feeding the goats and stuff while I'm gone? It makes my load a lot easier to be able to handle not having to go out there and feed the animals twice a day. So that helps me out a lot. So it's so nice being outside next to the fire pit. I watched the sunset go down. It's very peaceful, very relaxing. It's about 50 degrees, so it's a nice cool breeze tonight. Makes me want to just be off grid more and more and more. I'll probably be heading up to Oklahoma, I would say closer to the end of the month, around Christmas time. I have a few days off, so I might go up there and help Jason do a little bit of work on the tiny house, clean up around the property. And then I think he might come down here soon, and we got a few projects lined up. Like I mentioned in my other video, or in my live chat, I want to do a carport with a little workshop on the back. Also want to do a greenhouse and then finish out my second bathroom. So there's a lot of stuff coming in here soon, and I hope you guys stick around and watch the videos. And if you do like these videos, go down and smash the like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.